Millie here, and you are tuned into Millie Talks Truth TV. And today I'm coming at y'all with a mukbang, okay? I got some dumplings, some steamed dumplings, okay? So, I hope they're still hot, cause, yeah. I just hope they're still hot. I also have, oh, let me open my little silver. It's feeling, I might need to, I don't know. That feels okay, but I think I might need to. Okay, so let me give y'all, okay. I'm back. I had to pour out a little because it was like at the very top. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it. I'm gonna show y'all a little close-up of what the soup looks like. And I got this from this place called Steam Boys. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got my little sauces over here, okay? And I also got a boba tea. So I'm excited. And I'm like starving, so I'm not gonna waste no time because I'm literally starving. Yeah, let me try to taste the tea first, cause okay, see what that tastes like, cause I put it back in the freezer for a little bit, cause interesting. I don't know. It's a matcha. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, look. One, how's everybody doing? I hope that everybody is staying safe. It's been a long time, okay? It's been a long time, but I'm back and I'm better, okay? Cause your girl was on mute for a little bit and I had to get my life together. But look, let me eat a little bit first. And this is not, this little setup I got, I don't know how this is gonna work the best way, especially with this soup. I might have to hold the soup while I eat it, cause okay, so let me eat a little bit and then we can talk, cause I have a lot of things on my mind, but I'm hungry. I wonder if it's got a little kick to it. Glad I didn't get mild, because you could get it in regular, mild, or spicy, and I'm not a big spicy person. Ooh, I'm trying to eat the soup like not with the fork. That didn't work. Not bad. It's not bad. Okay, let me taste. Well, that's the main reason I went to this place, because I wanted to try their little dumplings. So I wanted to try their dumplings, and I had went on Yelp, and yeah, I saw these. So damn it, dang it, this little chili sauce. Yo, I'm like just about to use my hand. I ain't got time to be trying to be cute. Interesting. So this is like a little beef situation. It's pretty good. Interesting. Okay. Honestly though, it's the sauce. I should have asked for more. That's pretty good. Where's the beef though? Oh, what's this? Oh, that's an egg. Okay. I want the beef though. Where the beef? Where the beef? Okay, we got this egg in here. It's causing a ruckus. Okay, so look, I'm gonna eat one dumpling and then I'm gonna start talking. With my stomach is literally caving in. Like, feed me. I'm guessing a bao. These things are, it's literally a dumpling. Not really sure what the difference is. Maybe the outside. I guess I can start talking now that I've, you know, ate one of my dumplings. But it's so hard for me to talk and eat, but I'm gonna try to do it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I wanted to just come on here and talk real quick because one, it's been a while since I've posted, and so this is a thing. I felt like a couple months ago, you know, things were going, and I felt like I was on a roll with the YouTube thing, you know, trying to get consistent. And I had recorded all these videos of like hair videos, just different videos, and then everything that happened with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, like everybody else, the countless names that have been victims of police brutality. And so I just felt kind of insincere. Is that a word? I didn't feel sincere about posting stuff, you know, knowing what was going on. And then the problem came that I felt like I really could not articulate my words in the best way and how I wanted to talk about everything, because I don't know, y'all, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. And I think one thing I've been really trying to do, you know, I did kind of, because I felt like for a while with like everything going on social media, I was like, okay, I kind of need to not see all of this. And so, and I also didn't want to come on here and sound like a freaking broken record and, you know, just be like, y'all, let's be positive and, you know, da 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 da. Like, so I wasn't really trying to come on here and just fake the funk, I guess, because honestly, like, I feel like now I'm in a better space, but like the past couple of months, I think with everything going on with those killings, and then also like with just everybody around me, I felt like was going through different things, like losing people near them. I felt like every week or like almost every day, like somebody had passed away. And like, I'm a very empathetic person, and I don't like seeing people around me going through things. I know that that's part of life, you know, but at the same time, it was just hard, like, to see the other people dealing with some of the things that they're dealing with. And on top of, you know, I don't want to ever come on here and make it seem like everything's just perfect. Like, things be going on behind the scenes that I never really would even come on camera wanting to talk about. But I don't know, I'm working on really being more, I mean, I feel like I've been in tune with my emotions, but like, I feel like for a while I just felt like the reason why I couldn't say anything was because I felt like I always had to have like the perfect response to everything. And now it's kind of like, sometimes it's okay to just say that you don't know. And I feel like I was putting all this unnecessary pressure on myself in a sense, instead of just being like, you know, stuff is out of whack and I don't know what's going on half the time. Like, I really don't know what's going on half the time, but I'm figuring it out like everybody else, and that's just what it is, you know. But I do think that, you know, there's been blessings even in the midst of all of the chaos, and I think that that's something I've really been wanting to do, especially this past month, like really just focusing on that, because I can focus on everything that's going on and, you know, stress myself out. Because I think here's the reason why I feel like I was so bothered by everything that's been going on. Like, when it came to Breonna Taylor and her death. So when George Floyd had happened, like, that was, you know, seeing how everything played out, like, that was hard. And then which Breonna Taylor technically happened before George Floyd from my understanding, and you know, I feel like it started to get more media attention after George Floyd. But I was thinking about it because not too long before that, I had actually taken a, you know, like a solo trip, and this was in May for my birthday. I had planned this pre-quarantine, so, you know, don't think I'm out here just doing the most in the pandemic. But I mean, I feel like you can go places, but as long as you, like, still just wear your mask, like, that's the main thing. And I'm not saying, and don't go to just excessive places, you know. But I don't know. Hold on, let me get a little bite. I feel like I'm getting soup juice on my shirt. When Breonna Taylor happened, I felt like it was just like the icing on top of the cake, you know. With it, everything has been, to me, reaching ahead, especially, you know, with y'all's president. Everything's been kind of reaching ahead, and I don't know, something was really revealed to me when I was kind of just in my prayer time and I was thinking about all this stuff. And, you know, I can't remember what sermon I was watching, but somebody had said this in their sermon. I was like, that's it. But basically they were talking about how, like, God has been using a lot of these situations and has been using all of these things to expose the heart of America, basically. And that was basically kind of why, you know, Trump is in office, because look at who put him in office, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to this new election, like, it's a lie. It's a lie, because we barely got any candidates that got some sense anyways. So it's kind of like you really are picking the lesser of two evils. But here's my thing. It just continues to show how much, like, if you're not in the elite, if you're not, you know, a certain color and wealthy and look a certain type of way, then it's kind of just like, you know, nobody cares. So yeah, when Breonna Taylor happened, it really was like the icing on top of the cake. And I think part of the reason why it did, I mean, it bothered me in general, because nobody wants to see your brothers and sisters killed. But one of the main reasons I felt like it bothered me, because I saw myself in her, and I also, like, with George Floyd and Tony McDade, all these people that got killed, it was like I saw my brother in that person too. And like, I thought about it, because I'm like, what if they decided that they wanted to just bust in here? Or it could be anywhere. Like, she's in her home. So it's like, and it just really makes me mad at the narrative that they're trying to paint. Like, regardless of what her boyfriend was involved in, if he was, or what if he wasn't. Does that really mean that you feel like a black person should die just because of that? Because if I'm not mistaken, if we go in the rich areas, they probably got drugs on them. I'm not saying everybody, but like, let's be real. So are you gonna say that they deserve to die? No. So I don't know, it's just a lot of hate, and it's a lot of things that I don't understand, and I don't have the right words to say, like, oh, everything's gonna be okay and da da da. Like, I don't have the words sometimes. And let me say this. So one, I feel like for anybody to look at another person and decide, oh, I want to kill them based off of the color of their skin, because, like, let's be real, I can't remember what the situation was where the guy had ended up, it was a black guy that shot, I think it was a little boy, I don't know. And here's my thing, yes, that man need to be in jail too, okay? But what people was basically saying was like, y'all see how quickly, you know, he was arrested like that, but Breonna Taylor gets killed and her cops still aren't arrested. Yes, she got a settlement. And that was another thing that was making me mad recently, because I honestly, I'm at a point where I'm tired of everybody. I don't care if you black, white, Asian, whatever. And I'm not saying it like I just don't like people, but like I get mad across the board, because I feel like it's just one of those things that's like I saw a lot of our people talking about some, what was it? Like, why should Breonna Taylor's mom take the money and da 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 da? She's a sellout. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, seriously, what is wrong with y'all? Breonna Taylor's life definitely is worth more than $12 million. But let this family have their money. Like, I just feel like we are constantly like complaining about things, and when I say we, I'm saying across the board. Like, people just are constantly want something to like argue about, and that's really, to me, the basis of like why there's so many issues, because everybody just wants to argue about something, and it's just like, for why? What are we getting accomplished out of this? And it's like people just want to feel like superior over the next person. And it's just like, why? You know? I just been really like analyzing just people and their behaviors, and like just the stuff that we put our energy and time into. And honestly, a lot of it's just a lot of foolery when it's really said and done. Like, we be worried about the wrong stuff. And I just want people to keep that same energy, because my thing is, I can probably hear the frustration in my voice, just because like it's so many aspects of things that I want to talk about, but I really don't want to make this video super long. But I will say this, I really feel like I saw this post that was basically talking about like, until you fix the hate in your heart, the world's not going to change. And I also feel like until we start having those open and honest conversations, things are not going to change. And the main problem to me is just the fact that people don't want to hear other people's perspectives. And not only is it that people don't want to hear other people's perspectives, but a lot of it is ingrained in just not being able to agree to disagree, and just respecting other people's opinions. Like, we always want to try to sway this person to see everything the way that we see everything, and not thinking like, you know, this person was raised in their own environment, their own background. They have biases that have been ingrained in them since they were little babies. And now, am I saying that we need to go and constantly educate people, especially people that's not of color, about, you know, the atrocities that have been going on? No, I'm not saying that. But it's just like, we don't even want to have, and at this point, like, people need to just, I don't know, because it's not even us. When I say us, black people, that need to be having these conversations. It's, you know, our allies that need to be having conversations with their people so they can get their people to stop worrying about what we got going on. Okay? So, yeah. So that's how I feel about that. I do feel like we have to be able to get in spaces where we're able to advocate for ourselves. And so whether it be in those government, that's another thing. So how everybody was mad at Killer Mike for doing, he decided he was running for governor or something, I think. And why are y'all always mad? Like, why are y'all always mad? What, to me, I would think that you would be happy that somebody that's actually trying to be for you is trying to get in a position in the government to where they're able to try to affect change. And I'm not saying that just because you black that you for us either, because, you know, look at some of these people, these government officials, and they don't necessarily have your best interest in mind. But it's also one of those situations where I just think that we have to be open to even, like, to get in those spaces and getting in people's faces. Ha! That wasn't supposed to be a rap, but, you know. Y'all, I'm sorry for this background noise. What the heck? We have to be able to get in these people's faces, in these spaces, right? Because if we're wanting things to change, it starts with us being able to, one, identify where our gifts are and say, let me maximize my gifts. Hey, I may not be the person that needs to be a lawyer, because I don't see myself ever being a lawyer, but I know what my gifts are, so I can make sure that I'm pouring into my community in the best way that I know how. And I think that that is what, and then also, like I said, having those open conversations, because then when you're able to talk to people that are different from you, then you're able to see that, okay, there are a lot of things that are different, and especially when it comes to being black, like, yes, there's a lot of things that are stacked against us that other people do not have to worry about. At the same time, like, I realize a lot of people really are living in a bubble, and if you, and I think the biggest thing for me that I've been looking at lately has just been like seeing how, like, a person's environment, their family, all of those factors, and how they were raised, like how that really affects people into their adulthood. And I mean, I know that's probably like self-explanatory, like, duh, Millie, but it's been just mind-blowing to me to see that, like, to see the different biases. And then if you haven't ever had anybody to challenge that, if that's all you really see in your immediate space, then you're gonna, of course, like, that's the way I look at it. Like, if you're born, I don't feel like anybody's born racist. I don't feel like anybody is born hating one another. These things are taught to us, you know, the same way that eternal struggle that we were taught as African American people to hate each other because they taught us to hate each other. You know, I don't feel like people are born that way. And it's like, once we're able to unlearn all of the things that we've been taught, then that's when the world will start to change. But I think too, I'm really just also learning, and I mean, I've been learning this, but some people are just stuck in their ways. And it's like, with those type of people, it's what it is, you know. And I can't live my life just being mad all the time that this person doesn't like me for whatever reason they don't like me. You cannot like me because I'm black. You cannot like me because my hair is an afro or turned a certain type of way or whatever. Like, I mean, what can I do about it? You're not paying none of my bills. You're not doing nothing for me. So I think we do spend a lot of time worried about the wrong thing and not actually always, I'm not saying everybody, but not actually trying to like eradicate the problem. And you know, I realize that it's not something that's going to happen overnight, and it's not easy, especially when you have these fools continuing to pass down their foolishness to their offspring and the next generation. But that's one thing I will say about this upcoming generation. Like, they are very open, and they're very, you know, when it comes to like wanting to know things, like they're not just going off of, oh, somebody told me this. Like, they really want to know for themselves. And I think that that's good, you know. Like, yes, I mean, I don't feel like we should be just open to everything, no, but it's definitely good that they are kind of seeing, hey, the pattern, it's been a lot going on, and we got to be the people to change it, you know. Like, if our parents ain't gonna do it, then somebody got to do it. That's why I was so proud of the youth that led that march. And I, you know, I used to feel like I would always be the person, like, I don't think social media is helpful when it comes to like advocacy, but I definitely think it's helpful. And I do think that, you know, that can't be the only thing that we do, but that's why I'm saying I feel like it's important for us to find our lane, like individually. And then when we find our lane individually, we can collectively come together to make a better outcome for ourselves and a change. So that's just the way I look at it and look at that situation. But because I think I was also, it came to social media, I was a little bothered because I knew, I was like, people are going to be upset about Breonna Taylor, and then the next thing you know, you're not going to see nobody else talking about it. And not to say that you have to go on social media just talking about everything anyways, but like I said, if that's the only thing that you're doing, and then when it comes to like you actually being in your community, giving back or doing something that's gonna help besides just talking about it on your Facebook status, then I mean, I don't know what to tell the people, because it shouldn't be like, I don't know what to tell the people. But yeah, like, so I think the biggest thing for me has just been really trying to, one, be honest about my emotions, but also changing the way that I look at stuff. Because it's been a lot of situations that's happened that, you know, I saw the bad in, but then it was also situations where I saw how, I saw like kind of the why. In some situations I still don't know why, but you know, and I am a person of faith, and I come on here and seem like I'm preaching or anything like that. But you know, if it wasn't for the Lord during this time, I don't know. He's been talking to me a lot, and just like I said, revealing certain things. And it's been a lot of just changes when it comes to just my mindset, the way that I've been looking at things. Also just evaluating things around me. And you know, I definitely feel like there is different things about to happen and come. And you know, I'm just really working on trying to make sure I'm ready when said things happen, because I don't want to miss what God has for me because I'm too busy focusing on people arguing on social media or the next person's business. I'm not saying that we can't be entertained, but why are we still talking about Will and Jada? How long ago did that happen? Why are we still in, we worried about Cardi B, we worried about all these things. And even that, like, I'm gonna have to do a separate video because I really want to talk about that. I want to talk about Meg Thee Stallion. But that's a lot for all of these videos. But y'all continuously show that y'all really don't care about black women. That's why I have to protect my, you know, just protect myself, because once again, people showing their true colors, and we can pay attention, or we can, you know, try to be like Meg, see the good in everybody. And while I do see good in everybody, I feel like nobody's born just being evil. But if a person, you know, wants to act the way that they act, like, they still have free will and free choice to do that. And, you know, I just don't got time to be part of the foolishness if that's how people gonna act. Now, not to say, you know, I can't love people from a distance, like, yeah, but I just am I'm more careful about just the things that I allow in my space, whether it be what I watch, whether it be what I listen to. And don't get me wrong, like I said, a lot of stuff I'm still figuring out. I don't have the answers to everything. And I never will act like I do, because I feel like you're constantly growing and you're learning different things. And this time, I think it's showing us just the importance of so many different things, but especially just the importance of doing the work. And when I say doing the work, I'm talking about the job titles. I'm not talking about that type of work, your actual job. I'm talking about the work, the soul work, okay? Because we can put on a front all day, but you know, this is a season of revealing things, and the truth comes to light, whether people want to admit it or not. And that's why I think that's another thing in this season I've been really working on. That's why I was so silent, I feel like, for so long, because I've been just really having to sit back, okay? Because I be wanting to, even, like I said, especially when I be seeing just foolishness, like that people are talking about or arguing over stupid stuff, like, you just sometimes have to just be silent and really let, I know this sounds so cliche, but it's so true, like, let God fight your battles. Because honestly, like, he will reveal things about people, and he will also reveal things to other people about themselves, and you don't even have to say a word. You just over here chilling, eating your soup, and you don't even have to say a word, because he already did the work for you, you know. And what I would have did, me popping off and just acting a fool, like, that would have, the message would have got lost in the mess, you know. So I've just been working on that, like, as far as just like being silent, but then also it's a struggle because I feel like I'm constantly kind of like going back and forth between the being silent part, but then also like speaking up. And you know, I feel like I overthink a lot, so I also feel like it's hard for me sometimes, like I said, to choose my words in the right way. But I'm working on saying less, but saying things that have more substance, and not just going off of my emotions in a sense. Like, that's something I really, really need to work on, because when I'm emotional, you know, like I said, I try, listen y'all, I done try to record this video. This is my 4th time trying to record this video over the past 3 months, and all the times before I was just like, nope, I didn't like it. It was something I didn't like about it. Nope, nope, nope. And I'm that type of person. If I don't like it, then I'm just not gonna post it for y'all. But at the same time, that's also me being in my head. Instead of me doing that, sometimes it's just like, girl, just post it. Even if it don't sound right, even if it don't come out the way that you thought it was supposed to come out, like, somebody will get something from, you know, what you're saying. And I can't be so concerned with, you know, like I said, trying to feel like I have all the answers and I know, you know, like I just have this perfect thing to say, and like I just can't. I can't do that anymore. And I'm sorry, I'm like, feel like I'm just playing around with my food because I am a little full now. But I just can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't. So, you know, I don't know. I just want us as a whole to really, like, when it comes to just like our focus, like those are things we need to think about. Like, what really is our focus on? Is it on the politics and the foolishness? Is it on, you know, that relationship that God told you to leave years ago? Is it on the wrong, like I said, stuff that we looking at constantly? Like, where is our energy and attention going to? And once again, not to say we shouldn't entertain ourselves, we shouldn't have fun, but like, I don't know, because especially I just am at a place where I just want to live my life to the fullest and be around people that genuinely care about me, and, you know, just like I said, live my life to the fullest. Because especially when, rest in peace, Black Panther, Chadwick, like, that was a wake-up call, I think, for a lot of us. Like, to see him dealing with cancer and also making all these movies and just still being a husband, being all these things, like, it really showed me, not just with that situation, but I think that, like I said, it was a wake-up call for a lot of people that, one, our time is valuable. So what are we gonna do? What are we doing with our time? Once again, like, where is our energy going? If it's constantly being poured into just being messy and just doing foolishness, then are we really using our time to the best of our ability? You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's why I'm big on time, and I'm big on my time, because I don't like to waste time. And I like to try to do things right the first time, if possible. It doesn't always go that way, because like I said, I tried to record this video 3 times prior. But, you know, I at least, like, I'm just very careful with that now. And I was always like that, but like now especially, it's been like, that's important. Because if you don't take ownership of yourself, your decisions, where you're putting your energy to, other people will try to basically do it for you and tell you what you need to do and all these different things, and you don't have anybody to blame but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody can force you to do anything. And I am just in that lane now of just like really evaluating certain things and trying to, you know, just make sure that I'm on top of stuff, like, and having a personal responsibility of just not allow my emotions to overtake me to the point where I feel you know, like I just can't do anything. But also, like, you know, once again, like I said, acknowledging it, but just finding better ways to like just deal with things, and, you know, not running from it, not hiding from it, but like being honest with yourself about where you are and going from there, you know. And sometimes that's just that's the only thing you can do, you know. And you really just have to try every day to just make steps towards being better. And that's what I've been really working on, because, you know, it's getting to the point, because, you know, like I said, we can't afford not to live to our fullest potential, you know. And I don't want to rob myself or rob others that may need your gifts and the things that you bring to the table because of my own shortcomings. And not to say that we're gonna be perfect, but like, if I can control the controllables, that's really where I'm at right now, you know. So So yeah, I definitely think that you know, it has been a lot going on, but it really is about, you know, just changing the way that we look at things and making sure that, you know, we're not allowing us to get lost in the chaos of everything that's going on. And not to say that we shouldn't be aware and that we shouldn't pay attention to what's going on, but I also feel like some of these things really are, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like I don't know, like a conspiracy theorist. I'm not trying to sound like none of that, but it's just like a lot of this stuff it's distractions, you know, and when we're paying attention to that stuff, that's exactly what people want us to do so that we don't reach our fullest potential. And I ain't got time, because we got to do this for Brianna, okay? We got to do this for everybody else that's lost their lives, that wasn't able to reach their fullest potential because their lives was taken away from them too soon. So I'm at a place where it's like, you know, it's full throttle, okay? And, you know, that's how I feel. So, you know, I've been working on just a lot of different things when it comes to just being more consistent with posting. Consistent with posting, discipline, all those type of things. Like, I just can't afford not to, you know? So yeah, that's honestly, I have so much more that I could say, but I'm gonna just leave on this note because, you know, like I said, I plan on posting a lot more videos because like I said, I kind of fell off the map and I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, say that I'm about to be posting 3-4 videos a week, but we gonna try to get back on a schedule, okay? We get back on the schedule. So once again, like, I really hope that everybody takes care of their mental health, and during this time, like, you know, with everybody, people being isolated, and I'm hoping, you know, I know that a lot more people are getting out more, which is good, but, and like I said, that's fine, just wear your mask, okay? So you're not spreading the foolishness around everywhere, so that we can be done with this, because it's, you know, it's been a lot. But like I said, it's also been blessings in, you know, people being able to come together more, they families, whereas people was, you know, constantly on the go, constantly on the move. Like, you're starting to be able to see, you know, people are starting to be able to see things that they were ignoring, in a sense, from being on the go all the time. And it's either you can make the choice to actually take heed and try to fix said things, or you can keep getting distracted and being on your phone 24/7 and just trying to ignore it and act like you don't have a problem. And that's what I ain't got time for, because I know a lot of people like that. And, you know, we've all been there, but I do feel like as you start to get older and you progress, like, it's certain things, you know, we got to do better with. So, and myself included. So, but, you know, I do feel like I have been doing the inner work, and I'm excited to see, just like from now until Lord's willing, wherever he had me, you know, my growth. Because I know that, like, even in these past couple of months, like, I've been, you know, I've learned so much. So, you know, I feel like there could be good to come out of this if we, you know, focus on the right things. So, yeah. That's really it. I do feel like there was more that I wanted to talk about, like I was saying. But this video has already been a little tad bit long. But I do have a lot of different topics that I want to discuss. Some of the ones I did mention on this video. So stay tuned in for other videos, because this is, you know, this is just a snippet in a sense, because like I said, I don't want to, this video could be hours long and I'll just be talking, and I don't want it to be that, and y'all probably don't want to watch me that long either, so I want to be mindful of that. So yeah, we will definitely talk in the next video, and I will see you all next time. Stay safe out here, and like I said, just maximize your time, y'all. Maximize, you know, pick up a new hobby, whatever it is, like, and really just think about the things that you're interested in, like your talents. Like, I think those are the things that help us to get to our purpose, because once again, we can be good at a gazillion things, but are we purposed to do all those things? And I also think that that's why it's important. Like I said, I am a woman of faith. Like, I know my purpose has been revealed through God. And so pray and ask the Lord, you know, what is it that you want me out here doing, okay? So, and you know, I'm a firm believer that he will show you. He may not show you like right when you say that you need it or when you want it, but he'll start to reveal things in different snippets. Because I also am a firm believer, you know, this has been a process for myself in learning just where I feel like I'm purposed at, and I'm still learning. You know, I love making content, and I know that this is where God has told me to use my voice at, you know. So just thinking of different things for yourself, just thinking about your purpose, like those things will start to become more apparent as you explore them. But if you know, you're not trying to do the inner work, then you may be out of alignment. And my word for 2020 was alignment, because everybody want to cancel 2020, but I'm not canceling 2020, because it's been a lot of things in this year that, even though it's been a lot of dark things, it's also been a lot of, you know, just eye-opening type moments as well. So yeah, I hope that you all definitely enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Leave in the comment section below as well as to just some things you've been doing to take care of yourself during this time. And yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. And I hope that, once again, that you enjoyed this, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.